right. Okay. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Welcome to today's live stream. How's everybody doing? Today, we're going to continue with the police interview, the polygraph, as we know. Chris just says the craziest, most wild shit. And of course, he admitted it to his dad yesterday that he disposed of his family at Survey 319. So, yeah, we're going to continue with that because, as we know, there's a lot of extra details every time that we watch any one of these videos. And so, anytime that we can add something to our calendar, it's a great day. So, we are going to be doing that today, but I also do want to bring to attention that it is July 17th. So today would have been Cece's 11th birthday. 11th birthday, guys. It has been almost 8 years since Chris Watts did this, right? So I do just want to remember Cece and the fact that she would have been 11 today. All right, guys. I hope that you all have your snacks and your drinks, your favorite beverage, whatever you need to get through this one. I have my coffee today. I have hot coffee because I ran out of cold brew. And yeah, I'm not a real coffee drinker. I only drink cold brew, and this is cold brew that is already made, right? So I purchase it from the store and I add my little things to it and make it great. So, but I ran out of it. I have no cold brew left. So I needed a little kick today because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get through today if I don't have some caffeine. So I went through my pantry and I realized, oh, there's some coffee. So I decided to make some. But I don't really make coffee. So I'm trying to figure out how to use this thing. I'm like, how do you use this French press thing? So of course it's easy. But anyway, it took me a little while and I'm like, okay, I don't even care to know all these little bells and whistles about it. I don't really care. But I was looking it up. I mean, I'm like, okay, let me look it up on YouTube. How can I make the best coffee right before my live stream? How can I make it the best? And all the YouTube videos I found, they're just getting into, oh, this is how you make the best French press coffee. Wait these many minutes. If you go over, make sure. And I'm just like, I don't really care. I don't care about all these perfections in coffee. I just need coffee. Please, somebody just give me my coffee. So yeah, I just poured in some hot water. I let it sit for a few minutes and I'm like, okay, this is good enough. So I guess we'll see. If it tastes like shit, I'll let you guys know. So I'm just sitting here waiting for it to cool down a little bit. It smells good, so I think I did a good job. I mean, how do you fuck up coffee, right? Like, you can't mess up coffee. I'm just like I said, I don't make coffee. I just buy it already made, so I guess call me spoiled, whatever. Call me spoiled. Hey, I gotta spoil myself sometimes. I spoil my cats all the time. So, hey, but I'll let you guys know. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, then I don't know. I guess I'll still drink it though. I have no other choice. Right? Put it in the refrigerator. Oh, really? So hot brew it and then put it in the fridge. I thought about putting some ice cubes in here and it's not gonna work. I'm like, no, it's gonna taste more like crap. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it turned out a little more of a light roast, I guess. Maybe, right? I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I think it's a little light, right? It's not as dark. Is that the difference? Light and dark? I'm asking the most stupid questions. Some of you guys are like, what are you talking about? I drink coffee every single day. I know exactly how much protein to put in there. And, I'm like, "Ugh, whatever, it's just coffee." Yes. Yeah. You guys know exactly how much cream and sugar. I don't know. I'm just here like, all right, pour it in there. A little splash of milk, maybe, right? I have some chocolate milk. I splash some chocolate milk in here. I'm like, whatever, let's make it some mocha, right? I'm inventing all kinds of different coffees in my kitchen because I have no clue what I'm doing. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, it tastes good. Smells good. At least I'll smell it, right? I don't have to drink it. I can at least smell it. That'll be enough to get me going for the day. Yeah, is that a weak coffee? It's weak. Oh man. Yeah, I knew it. You guys are like, "Ugh, the coffee you made is trash." Okay. Dang. See, I knew I was gonna get some coffee drinkers here that are just gonna just start berating me because I've destroyed the art of coffee making. Sorry. Hey, I just needed my coffee. Okay. I just needed coffee. All right, guys. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Yesterday was insane, right? If you guys were here for yesterday's live stream, it was so crazy. He said and did a lot of crazy shit that I had no idea he had done and said. So let's go ahead and dive into it today. Yes, yes, I'm so happy to see you all. Yeah. Bring your coffee, please. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it.
No. Yeah. Is there room for me to come, I didn't park outside, so I can see room? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Let's remember, nothing happens here. Okay. Nothing is happening other than Daddy Ronnie rubbing Chris's neck, the same spot over and over again, causing all kinds of blisters. Who knows what else is going on?
This is bipolar. This is low kinetics, back and forth.
Bunch of mumbling. Ay, ay, ay. Twat's still getting massage from Daddy Twats. Yes, Ronnie the masseuse. I bet that's who he was calling, right? He's trying to get his certification in the mail. How do I get the certification in the mail? I've been massaging my son for the past hour and a half, right? He's trying to get his credit hours, right? He's been doing this for the past hour. He just wants to make sure that he gets his credit for his masseuse certification. Let's continue.
Going away for a very long time. Some bipolar. I have no idea what he was doing looking right there.
All right, again, you guys, as yesterday, we're going to need some translators here because I have no idea what is being said. You know, even when Ronnie isn't whispering, he's still mumbling. We still don't know what he's saying. So if anybody catches what they're saying, please throw it in the chat. I have no idea what he's saying. No idea. And neither does YouTube because we can't put the subtitles on. So let me know if you guys hear something.
Call that person back that we called. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Chris just asked Daddy Ronnie to call back that person that he just called. Yesterday, we were wondering who he was calling. We put it up in a poll. Do we think he was calling his dealer? Maybe Nicole Kessinger, who knows, right? I think at this point, I think that he was calling his attorney. What do we think? What? Huh? What? Ay, ay, ay. If it was a lawyer, he would have had a lawyer. Interesting, no name? Yeah, right? Who else would he be calling, though? Look at Chris with his hands. Ow. Is this what people that are worried? Is this what they do with their hands? He doesn't even know what to do with his hands. He's such a terrible actor. Okay, so if it's not his lawyer, who do we think Ronnie was calling? Should we put up a poll? Let's go ahead and do the same poll from yesterday. Who was Ronnie calling then, if not his lawyer? Because that's a good point. If it was his lawyer, he would have had a lawyer. All right, so who was Ronnie Watts? Who was All right, who was Ronnie calling? A bit late for a lawyer, right? The moron already confessed. Right, V-Bug. Yes, that is so true. It's a little too late for a lawyer, right? He already confessed to his daddy. Jamie? Oh, huh. Wait, but he would just say, call back Jamie, wouldn't he? If it was Jamie or mom, he would say, call back mom, right? Or hey, can you call Jamie back? He says, call that person back. Who does he mean by that person? Right? Because that's what Chris says. This is the question, right? Who was Ronnie calling? Because Chris said, call that person back. All right. So Chris Watts said, call that person. Who is the person? Right. Exactly. Yeah. It was a guy. You could hear Ronnie say, he, hi? Oh, really? So it was a guy? Hmm. All right, let's just go ahead and throw things out there. So, lawyer still, right? Maybe. Who knows? I mean, again, right? Chris is stupid. He probably thinks, "Oh, I still have a chance at getting out of this." I mean, he still does to this day, even though he has no chance at all, right? No shot at getting out of prison ever. But he still thinks he can get out. Oh my god, the investigators lied to me. Oh, he thinks that he can just get out of prison just because the investigators tricked him. Oh, I got bamboozled. Oh, please. I think Jamie was the first call he made, not this one. Okay. So then not the okay, so lawyer, okay, so then who else? Maybe um who else could he have called? Not his mom. Who else could he have called? A friend? Maybe? No, not a friend. I don't think it was no, Cindy. I think he would have said mom, right? He's like, "Hey, can you call mom back?" Not that person. Again, he's saying person. Call that person back. Who is that person? The realtor? Should we do the realtor? I think the realtor is probably a good one too, right? The realtor, or what is our fourth option here? Could still be Cindy. Really? Okay, here. Let's go ahead and throw Cindy in there. All right, let's go ahead and throw Cindy. All right, let's go ahead and vote on these options here. The question is, who is Ronnie calling? Chris Watts said that person back, right? Lawyer, dealer, realtor, or Cindy? Oh, Cindy. All right. Yeah, Kessinger and Company, maybe, maybe. All right, guys. All right, you guys vote. Let me know what you think, and let's continue. E.T. E.T. phone home. Again.
You go to your room, I think it's better. I did too, but not again. They have the locks. Oh, yeah, lock. Yeah.
What? Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to text my daughter, have her go to my house before my wife finds out. This ain't gonna be on the news anytime soon, or is it?
No, not tonight. I can't imagine tonight, no. I mean, I don't really have much say in that, but I can't see that. Do you want me to take you out to the lobby and you can go to the bathroom and then text your wife and stuff, talk to them?
You might wanna go outside. Yeah, I'm gonna go outside.
Just watch the press people around.
Yeah, I'll see if anyone's out there while I go.
You want your water, you want to take your water with you?
Yeah.
We're gonna try to do our best to make sure that we, we don't stand to gain anything by broadcasting any of this. That's not what law enforcement is ever really about. So we're gonna try our best to handle that as discreetly as possible, but they're pretty good at what they do too.
So I'm not from, I'm not from around here neither, are you?
I've only been here a few years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna find a lawyer or something for, not a public defender, but somebody else.
We can talk
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Get your phone.
What?
You got it, okay. Let's go this way. Right, we'll-
What? Did you guys hear that? What was going on? Okay, so I heard Ronnie going out to the bathroom or something. He wants to text his wife and Jamie. So I guess he's on his way to tell Cindy what Chris did, right? Or what he thinks Shanann did. So ridiculous. But whatever. Okay, the point is that he's on his way to tell Cindy what Chris had told him. And I heard something about a lawyer, right? And that's when Graham Coder kind of got quiet and he didn't say anything. He's like, oh, maybe not a lawyer. Is that what he said? Did I hear lawyer? So he probably was calling the lawyer then. Here, let's go ahead and listen to that again. Yeah, let's go ahead and listen to that again. I have no idea what he was saying.
I mean, I don't really have much say in that, but I can't see that. Do you want me to take you out to the lobby and you can go to the bathroom and then text your wife and stuff, talk to them?
You might wanna go outside. Yeah, I'm gonna go outside.
Just watch the press people around.
Yeah, I'll see if anyone's out there while I go.
You want your water, you want to take your water with you?
Yeah.
We're gonna try to do our best to make sure that we, we don't stand to gain anything by broadcasting any of this. That's not what law enforcement is ever really about. So we're gonna try our best to handle that as discreetly as possible, but they're pretty good at what they do too.
So I'm not from around here neither, are you?
I've only been here a few years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna find a lawyer or something for, not a public defender, but somebody else.
We can
We'll
talk
talk about that later.
Yeah.
Get your phone. You got it, okay. Let's go this way. Right, we'll go.
So he said lawyer, right? And what? Did he also ask Graham Coder where he's from? He's like, oh, you're not from around here. Neither am I. Where's the green chili at? Who knows? Maybe Ronnie's calling for the green chili, the nearest green chili restaurant. I don't know. I heard lawyer. Is that what's going on? I heard lawyer. Yeah, to find a lawyer, right? Yeah. Dad went out, told Tammy that they were in oil tanks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's a lawyer. Yes. So they were talking about the lawyer this whole time. Oh my God. It's a little late now. He already confessed.
So if you're up for it, we'll talk a little bit more. I think we have a picture of, is it Survey 319? I think we have a picture. Kind of walk you through that. I'm sure you have a ton of questions for us about, how your night, month, and weekend's gonna look. So Tammy, I was just telling him, I wanted to show him that picture.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna talk a little bit about how the rest of the night's gonna go.
That looks familiar to you? What is that?
It's the BRC Survey 319.
Okay. Whereabouts is Shanann and the girls?
Oof. Oof, oof. It's about to get hard, right? It's about to get difficult to watch. The investigators just put out a photo of Survey 319 for Chris to look through and point out where he disposed of his family. I don't think anyone was ever expecting him to put the letters B and C on the actual oil tanks, right? I don't think they actually even believed that they were in there. They still were hoping that maybe he was lying, maybe he disposed of them somewhere else. They weren't expecting to find bodies in those oil tanks. God, he is so disgusting. Okay, here, let's go ahead. I'm going to pull up, I just want to pull up the photos here. These are the photos. Just want to show you what Chris is pointing to. God, he's such a monster, isn't he? So gross. Okay. So this, no, it's not that one. Oh my goodness. All right. So Chris was just given one of these photos, right? It's not that exact one. It's not that exact one. I'm trying to find the exact one that was given to him because he puts the B and C on top of it. But it's similar, right? It's similar to what he was given so that he can point where his family was. But he put a B and then he put a C in this one, and then he shows where Shanann was located. Oh my God. And again, I don't think that the investigators ever believed that that was the case, right? I think that they were hoping that it wasn't true. Okay, here we go. We found it. Here, let's go ahead and flip it over. Okay, here it is. So this is the photo that Chris was given so that he can, oh my gosh, come on. There we go. So that he can point to the location of his family. As you can see here, at this point, there's just this little marking here, but this is where Shanann was buried. We go ahead and just zoom in a little bit. You can see that right here, right? You can also, at the very bottom here, you can see the sheet that was left behind. And then you can see the spot here where there is no vegetation, and then the oil tanks. And then the monster, so callously, right? He's given a pen and he's like, here you go. Tell us where you put your family, Chris. He's just like, all right, B and C. And then he puts a little S where Shanann was. And he's like, yeah, that's where they're at. Go find them. Please don't take my coworkers. Oh my God. He is so shameless. He's so gross. He has zero embarrassed. He's not embarrassed. Like, he's not embarrassed of showing people where he put his family. It is so disgusting. I can't. I just can't believe it.
How old is this picture?
Today.
That's today.
Hmm. Wow. And then he has the audacity to ask, how old is this picture? This is today. Oh, mm, today? Yeah, Chris. Yes, it's today. Right? He's given this picture. He's like, how old is this? It's today, Chris. Oh, okay. Duh. Look, you left the sheets there, right? The sheets are still there. He can still see that there is a grave here, very shallow. And he's still asking, when was this? Oh my goodness. Oh, God. Shameless. Exactly. Shameless. All right, let's continue. Oh, right. Yeah, we haven't even got to that point yet where he's eating pizza. Nope. We haven't got to that point yet. Look how he's just staring. Oh my.
Okay, can you mark it for me?
Oh, wow. Wow, he even had to switch pens because the other one wasn't working. He's like, oh, this one isn't working. Here, give me the other one. I'm gonna need a marker. Yeah, give me a marker or something, a Sharpie. Can't use this one. Oh my God. Oh, how he's just sitting there and being able to do this. I would explode. Okay. I would self-combust before I did this. And he's just sitting here just so casually, right? He's just like, "Oh, it's just another Wednesday for me. Here, let me just go ahead and put where I put these people." Oh my goodness, right? And of course, That is how he refers to them, those kids. My wife, he says. "Oh, my beautiful wife," even though he was just talking about not really wanting to be with her. Everything, again, is so ridiculous. He contradicts himself constantly. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue.
I think it's the Pittsburgh, it's just kind of, the S person in, okay, and where are the girls at?
Oh my god.
In these?
Mhm.
So which one is, do you know which one?
Are they in the tanks? Can somebody who doesn't know what they're doing open those? Okay, it's easy to open
What's
them.
in the tanks?
It's a mixture of oil and water.
Wow. Did you guys notice Tammy? Tammy Lee, when she hears, "Oh, it's a mixture of oil and water," Tammy Lee is like, are you fucking serious?" Her whole demeanor changed. She's like, what?" Do you guys see that? Let's go ahead and see that again. Holy shit. Imagine. Imagine being Tammy Lee and Graham Coder. You're like, "Can you show us where you put your family?" And then he tells you, "Oh, they're in the oil tanks." Like, what's in there, Chris? "Oh, it's crude oil." Are you serious?
The girls at?
Mhm.
In these?
Mhm.
So which one is, do you know which one?
Are they in the tanks? Can somebody who doesn't know what they're doing open those? Okay, it's easy to open them.
What's in the tanks?
It's a mixture of oil and water.
There was a sheet found down here?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that from?
That was what Chanel was wrapped in.
What about the girlies? What were they wrapped in? Just in the pajamas? Not with their blankets or anything? Where did their blankets and toys and stuff go?
Probably blew away in the wind or something right here.
Where did you set them or put them?
It was right here, but that,
So, how did you dig this out? I'm assuming that's under dirt. How did you dig that?
it's a shovel in the back of my truck. It's always had.
It's like a work shovel? Is it still there?
He was asked about the work shovel. Is that what he was asked about, right? He's so quiet. He's like, "Oh, I got there in my truck. Mm, It's a shovel." He's so quiet about it. What? So he's talking about the shovel, right? That's what Tammy Lee is asking him about. "Oh, did you bring a shovel? Is that how you buried Shanann?" And he's so quiet. He doesn't even want to answer. I think at this point he's like, "Holy shit! I can't believe I'm telling people what I did." Right? What do you guys think? To me, it's like he's kind of in a trance. Is that what's going on? It's like he's having an out of body experience. He's like, "Oh shit." Right? He's kind of just on autopilot. Oh, goodness. Coder is looking at his hands. Oh, he is. Texting other agents where to look? Hmm. Oh my god. Yeah, he did this. And there was no NK and no Jim at the site. He's a sicko. Yep. I mean, yeah, that morning, I do believe he acted alone when it came to disposing of his family. No remorse whatsoever.
How was Shanann dressed?
Shirt and underwear.
So that she got into bed with? Do you remember what color her shirt was or underwear?
I think my shirt was either black or gray. Underwear was probably blue.
How much time passed, do you think, from the time that she was back in the bed until you put him in the truck?
He's moving his big potato head. Well, because Ronnie isn't there anymore to rub his back. He's like, "Oh, wait, where did my masseuse go? Where's he at?" Yeah, he needs some extra massaging in the back. It looks like he can't answer any questions. Yeah, I don't think he ever contemplated getting caught. Yeah. It's which is so crazy. How do you not contemplate getting caught? You murdered an entire family. To me, that's so crazy. I'm not gonna say it's the craziest thing about this whole case. Everything about it is crazy. But to me, I just can't get over how these two, right, allegedly the other one, how these people thought that they were gonna get away with this. I mean, it's so absurd. How does how does a pregnant woman and two children go missing and people are just gonna forget about it? Oh, let's not even look. Oh, she just left. Oh, it's fine. Let's believe this potato head. Come on. That's not how things happen. But I do think it's true, right? I don't think he ever contemplated getting caught. He's like, "Oh, it's fine. People are just gonna forget. It's gonna be months from now, and people are just gonna completely forget that my family took off." Come on. He's so dumb. He's arrogant. Yes, exactly. It's the arrogance. Ah, yeah. His daddy wasn't there. He forgot to speak. Right. Yeah, he doesn't have that um that person, right? That has his back. For Chris, I think that's it, right? He feels more empowered when he feels that someone has his back. So I do believe that a lot of this, right? A lot of what we see right now is Chris feeling that he has been abandoned by Nicole. But you guys let me know. What do we think? Oh yeah, let's go ahead and make this another question. Poll time. Poll time. Yes, let's go ahead and do another poll. Let's go ahead and end this one. 70 votes. Who was Ronnie calling? Chris Watts said, call that other person. Okay, so 63% we think that it was the lawyer. Okay, so we do think it was the lawyer. Okay, and then 28% still think it's Cindy. Okay, let's go ahead and do a poll. Okay, so for this one, I want to ask, do we think that Chris felt abandoned by this time? Or does he still think he has a chance with Nicole? Does he still think, oh, if I just have Nicole's back, she's never going to throw me under the bus? What do we think? Where's his mind at this point? All right, so the question is, do we think Chris feels abandoned by Nikki by this time? All right, so do we think Chris feels abandoned by this time? Because, again, right, this is just me. It's the way I'm watching him and just observing him, the way he talks. He doesn't really know what to say anymore, right? He doesn't feel the courage. It could be a combination. Yeah, he feels resigned. Yeah, defeated. Okay, so do we think he feels abandoned this time? Yes, no. Let's see, maybe. But he still has hope. So he's clinging to hope, right? He's still clinging to something. And okay, what's our fourth option? And then the fourth option is one that a lot of people wonder, right? Do we wonder if Nicole Cassinger told him that she's expecting his baby or something? And that's why Chris has never thrown her under the bus. So that's just going to be another one of the options here. No, I believe it was a plan. NK said that if shit hits the fan, I'm out, Chris. Yeah. Yes. All right. So do we think Twisty feels abandoned by his sexy empanada by this time? Yes, no. Or he's still clinging on to hope. Or he thinks that she's his new baby mama, right? Because if that's the case, then he will never, ever, ever throw Nicole Kessinger under the bus, especially if he believes that she's the one who ever gave him a baby, right? Or a son, I should say, right? That's what he wanted. But what do we think? All right, guys, I'm gonna take a sip from my coffee. Let's see what it tastes like. Yeah. uh, I don't know. It's not good. It's not my favorite. I've had better coffee. This coffee does taste like shit. All right, guys, I make shitty coffee. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you to all who believed in me. I can't make coffee. Too much creamer. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. And I need to drink it though. I guess I just need to chug it. Um it just it's a little bitter. It's a little grainy. I don't know. It tastes like mud, maybe, if you've ever had mud. If you've ever had grainy mud, that's what it tastes like with some sugar on it, right? So mud with a little bit of sugar. It's not good. Yeah, I know. I'm taking another sip. I have to. I already made it. So I gotta drink this thing. Mmm. Yum. Oh God, it tastes like ass. No me gusta. It's gross. It's gross. But hey, I gotta drink it. I already made it. I was a chef of that coffee. It's gross, but hey, it's coffee. I'm sure it'll get me through the day. What do you think? I can't make coffee either. Oh, yes, I'm not the only one. I'm so glad I'm not alone in this. Nini, thank you so much for joining the ranks of people who can't make coffee. Coffee tastes so bad and I love it so much. Yes, boops, right? It's supposed to taste like it's supposed to taste like shit, right? That's what it's supposed to taste like. Oh man. Were you really in the military? I was. I did not live off of coffee though. Not in the military. I did not live off of coffee. I lived off of there were sports powders. I can't remember the name of them. Some of them actually got banned from the Marine Corps because they were just one molecular bond away from being meth. Yeah, that's what I survived on in the military. So, not coffee though. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and continue. You guys keep voting. I let you all know my coffee tastes like shit. Let's go ahead and continue.
I'm not sure.
Are we talking minutes, hours, something else?
From when I left the house.
Yeah, like from when you got her into bed to when you put them in the trunk. How long a time was that?
So like from when pushing it in my truck, from the bed to the truck.
Yeah, from your master bed to the truck, yeah.
Minutes.
Okay. Are you talking about covering her up or something?
Yeah. And the sheet.
Is there anything else about anything out here that has stuff that you've left in certain spots, or you sure their blankets and toys aren't gonna be in there as well?
Not because it was right here with the sheet.
Can you do me a huge favor and just write your name on the bottom?
Oh my God.
Just so I know that we didn't make those marks. I'm just gonna write the date on it, okay? 8/15/18.
He won't say how he got Shanann down into the truck, right? That he won't say it. He doesn't want to talk about it, of course. Coward. If you've done all this, you may as well just say what you did, right? Be proud of it, scumbag. Just be proud of it. Tell everyone exactly how you did it. He won't say though. He's like, he gets all quiet. And then he acts like a little wimpy thing, right? He's just so wimpy. He's like, oh, this is where I put them. And he looks up at Tammy Lee like, as if he's gonna get some sympathy just because his eyeballs look like that. No, no, it doesn't matter. Nothing he does at this point is going to gain anybody's sympathy. He's a monster. Family annihilator, the worst kind.
At 5:56.
Was your wife wearing any shorts or pants or anything, just under? Okay. Do you remember what they look like?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. Okay. And the girls,
Oh my goodness, Emily, he won't say because it incriminates someone else, in my opinion. Yes. What do we think? What do we think? Is part of it because he's so ashamed of what he did? But I mean, if we're going to think that he's ashamed, he also just gave away the location of where he put his family, right? So shame is already out the window. He already told everyone, oh, yeah, I put my kids in oil tanks. If anything, that's the worst thing that he could have done. So why is he not talking about how he then moved Shanann's body into the truck? I think, right? And I do agree. I think it's because he doesn't really want to incriminate somebody else. Again, the question that we have here in the poll is, do we feel that Twisty was abandoned by his sexy empanada? Was he abandoned by Nicole Kessinger? If he thinks that he's been abandoned by her, I think maybe he would throw her into the bus. But I think he doesn't feel abandoned by her. He either still thinks that he has hope with her, or she may have lied to him about something else, right? Or told him, hey, Chris, don't throw me under the bus. I'll become a lawyer. Yeah, I'm going to go to law school. I'll become an attorney and I'll get you out of prison, my love. And Chris believed it. Chris is still waiting for the day. He's just keeps looking at his watch. He's like, just 17 more years. And Nikki's going to be a lawyer pretty time soon, right? Oh my God. What date is it? Oh my God, it's been 57 years. Is Nikki a lawyer yet? Or he's still wondering when Nikki's going to be an attorney to come and save his life. Oh, come on. I wonder if that's what he actually believes. He's protecting Aunt Kay, yeah. Or she was pregnant. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know. What do we think? What do we think? He's protecting someone, in my opinion. I mean, this is what Ronnie says as well. Ronnie says that he thinks Chris is protecting someone. He won't say who, but I think that Ronnie knows exactly who he's protecting. He's protecting Nicole Kessinger. Here, let me take another sip of my disgusting coffee. Yum. You know, it's good in the beginning and then it tastes like crap afterwards. It's like after you're done swallowing it. Yeah. It just leaves this disgusting taste in your mouth. That's the worst part about it all. But the original, the initial sip is pretty good. And that's where it stops being good. Okay. All right, guys, let's continue.
do you remember what their pajamas were?
They're both nightgowns.
Okay.
Celeste, I think, was that pink one with the, like, curves on it.
Okay.
I think those was their unicorn or believe on it or something.
Okay. So it sounds like, it feels like to me, now we know pretty well how to go get them. Is there
Oh, Nini, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. You're so funny. Thank you. You're so funny and sweet. Thank you. Yeah, the super chat for Rox's Keurig fund. Oh, man. I guess my coffee is so disgusting. I need Keurig. Whatever. I guess, it is what it is. I'd rather have Keurig make it for me so perfectly, right? It's already programmed to make you perfect coffee. So all I have to do is press a button, right? That's all I have to do, I'm sure, right? Just press a button, go, press go, and it just makes me my coffee. Do I just talk to it? Is it like Alexa? Hey, Keurig. Make me a Colombian light roast with just a little bit of creamer, please, and thank you. And then it just starts making it for me? Is that what happens? Probably not. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's better than what I made. All right, guys. Thank you. Let's continue.
there anything else we need to know?
About how to get them?
Yeah. Does someone have to climb up to the top and unscrew something and then lower something down to get them?
They're like, it's just a hatch on the top, and they're like 20-foot tanks.
How far down are they?
That, wherever the food level is in the tank, I'm not sure.
Okay. What was it when you were there?
I don't know,
Okay.
I wasn't looking into that.
Okay. All right.
You need me to go out there or no?
I don't think so. Would you prefer not to?
I didn't know if you needed help going, getting there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think once we got that picture, because we didn't really know how much about the location that the other police officers knew, but it sounds like they knew somehow, right? Right.
It's like Coder is still trying to understand what's in those tanks, right? He's like, how do we get them out, Chris? Do we just lower something in there? How deep are they in there? Because he wants to understand what is going on. What is in these tanks? And Chris says, yeah, it's just oil. Then Coder asks, okay, well, how deep are they in there? Chris says, I don't really know. It's however deep the oil was. Oh, what a, ah, what a POS. What a POS. Even though he just says it so casually, right? He's like, I don't know. I dropped them in there and I kind of heard maybe a little bit of a splash. I don't really know how deep it is, though.
Wherever the food level is in the tank, I'm not sure.
Okay. What was it when you were there?
I don't know,
Okay.
I wasn't looking into that.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I didn't look into that, he says. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how much crude oil was in those tanks before I put my daughters in there. I didn't really care about that. Oh my God. He's horrible. God, this man is so vile. He says it so casually, right? Again, right? This guy, so many people have a hard time believing that he could have done this. I don't know how. I don't know. I really don't know how. I mean, look at him. We can't see his face, but we can see the back of his head. We see his demeanor. He's not crying. He's not squirming in his seat. He's not crawling, begging for forgiveness. He's not on his knees. No, he's like, I didn't really care. I didn't really care to see how deep these wells were. That wasn't my. Yeah, that's not why I was there. I wasn't there to check how deep the oil tanks were. My mission was to get rid of my babies. That's why I was there. Oh my God.
You need me to go out there or no?
I don't think so. Would you prefer not to?
I didn't know if you needed help going, getting there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think once we got that picture, because we didn't really know how much about the location that the other police officers knew, but it sounds like they knew somehow, right? Right how to get to 319. So, and I think that's how they got that picture. Does your nanny cam? Do you have nanny cam, right?
It's a monitor.
Baby monitor. Is it a video one?
It's like it cycles back and forth.
Between what?
Bell and CT's room.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is there any chance it records? No? Okay. I'm just wondering, what do you think ultimately made Shanann snap?
Just knowing that I had an affair, and she knew, she just needed me to admit it, and I would admit it.
Yeah. Okay.
What a coward.
so we just started talking about, I asked him if there's
What an absolute coward! He never admitted to Shanann that he was cheating on her. Ever. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Wow. He needs he never grew a pair, did he? He never grew any. I don't know what these women saw in him.
any chance that the nanny cam could have recorded Shanann doing what she did. And then we were just getting into, what Chris thinks about why she snapped. He's just saying.
Okay, so Graham Coder just asked a very important question here, right? Was it recorded? Were the things that Shanann supposedly did, were they recorded? And of course not, right? Of course not. Chris, again, he is the kind of guy that will lie through his teeth and do so callously, knowing that he's lying. He's like, yeah, no, I watched her murder my children for 10 minutes straight on the baby monitor, which somebody mentioned yesterday, that the baby monitor was right next door in the master bedroom. I think it was V-Bug mentioned that, yeah, the baby monitor wasn't even downstairs in the kitchen or anything, or in the basement or in the backyard. No, the baby monitor that he claims watching Shanann murder his family on, that baby monitor was next door in the master bedroom. So, again, his story doesn't make any sense. If he was actually watching Shanann murder his children on the baby monitor, I don't know why he wouldn't just film it, right? I mean, he's already wasting time by watching his wife murder his children, right? Again, supposedly it's bullshit. It's all so stupid. But if that's what he's saying, and he's like, "Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What's happening to my children? Oh no." I would probably grab my phone and start filming it, right? Or screenshotting it or whatever happens, whatever you can do with it. But no, he doesn't have any proof of it. Again, right? No proof. He's lying through his teeth. He's like, "Yeah, I watched it through the baby monitor, but I have no proof of it because it wasn't filmed. It wasn't recorded." So stupid. Oh god, he's so dumb. Okay, where are we at with this poll? Do we think that he feels abandoned? He's clinging on to hope. Wow. Okay, so 46% he's clinging on to hope. 33% of us think that yes, he has already been abandoned. So I'm kind of in between. I think to me, Chris feels abandoned, but he's still clinging on to, the hope that Nicole Kessinger hasn't abandoned him. Rox, if you haven't gone into the Vivint data, please do a deep dive on that. I said something years ago on that, but I need more investigation. Okay. Into the Vivint data, do you mean the actual logs? Is that what we're talking about? Here, let's go ahead and just pull up some of this stuff. Are we talking about the logs themselves? Because there's so much more we need to look through. I mean, we have to go through all the routers. There's some weird stuff in the routers as well, right? These these routers have some unknown devices connecting to them at random times that we need to look through. So yeah, there's still so much that we need to look through, you guys. So much. All right, let's continue.
Distress from knowing about the other girl.
Knowing that she didn't really know, right? I mean,
In her heart, she knew. She just wanted me to admit it.
What? Okay, they're talking about Nicole, right? They're talking about Nicole. And they just asked him, okay, so the other girl didn't really know you're married, right? And Chris is like, no, yeah, she did. She knew. She knew. I believe him. I believe Chris more than I believe Nicole Kessinger. Okay. So even though Chris is a fucking liar, pathological, he still tells the truth more so than Nicole Kessinger does. And I do believe that this part is the truth here. Of course, right? We know that Nicole Kessinger already knew that he was married since the beginning. And so here, Chris says it again. He's like, no, she knew. She definitely knew. Let's go ahead and listen to that again.
Camera.
It's a monitor.
Baby monitor. Is it a video one?
It's like it cycles back and forth
Between what?
Bella and Cece's room.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He said it cycles back and forth. He says the baby monitor, it cycles back and forth. It goes to Bella and Cece's room. So he's just standing there looking at both of them. He's like, "Oh no, it's cycling back. Oh no. Oh, what's happening to my babies? Oh no, it's cycling back." Again, so stupid, right? He should just ran next door and stopped whatever was happening, but of course it didn't happen.
Is there any chance it records? No? Okay. I'm just wondering, what do you think ultimately made Shanann snap?
Just knowing that I had an affair, or, and she knew, she just needed me to admit it, and I would admit it.
Yeah. Okay. So we just started talking about, I asked him if there's any.
Imagine how desperate you need to be to try and get people to believe that Shanann snapped after being told that Chris was cheating. Oh, she snapped? Really? So Potato Head tells her, "Hey, I'm cheating on you." And she snapped and murdered her children. That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Any chance that the nanny cam could have recorded Shanann doing what she did? And then we were just getting into, what.
And then again, oh my God, I just keep stopping it because I keep thinking about all the holes in his story. Okay, so he tells Shanann, "Oh, I'm cheating on you." And then she snaps and goes straight to murdering her children. So where was Chris when she snapped? Next door? So he's like, "Hey, Shanann, I'm cheating on you." And then turns around and leaves and goes to the next door. And he's like, "Oh, I wonder if she's murdering my children. Let me just see it on this camera here." Oh my God, she is. How does that work? Where's the logic here? Where's the logic? Zero logic.
Chris thinks about why she snapped.
Mm-hmm.
He's just saying, distressed from knowing about the other girl.
Knowing, but she didn't really know, right? I mean,
In her heart, she knew. She just wanted me to admit it.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. So they're talking about Shanann. They're not talking about Nicole. They're talking about Shanann here. So they're saying, so she knew though, right? As in, Shanann knew that there was another woman. And he says, oh, she knew, as in, yeah, she suspected it, but she didn't actually know. No. She didn't really know because Chris never admitted it to it. Is that what he's saying here? Right? He's such a liar. Okay, I think that's what he's saying, right?
Can we talk about a couple tough things? I think we need to get it out of the way and just really get it out, just to make sure you have every chance to explain exactly what happened and we have every chance to ask questions. So the conversation happened. You go downstairs. She's still upstairs. And then you see what?
I hear just commotion upstairs, just like little noises like that.
Okay, sure. Maybe walking around.
Maybe one of the kids is getting up, or
Yeah.
if your man got up or something.
Okay.
And can't think of it. Continue just packing everything up and ready to go. So I go back up and just talk to her again, maybe real fast. And go into their room, her master bedroom. She wasn't in there.
Okay, you went there first?
Yeah.
And why did you go up again?
Just to go up and talk to her again.
Oh, okay. So it's not as though that noise made you run up, you just thought.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Grab anything in the register.
He is so stupid. He's saying, "Oh, I told her I was gonna that I was cheating on her, and then I went downstairs, and then I heard commotion." Right? Yeah, a lot of sound and you do nothing. Exactly, Mia. So he said, "Oh, I heard commotion," and then he goes back upstairs and goes straight into the master bedroom, not because of the commotion, but because he was looking for Shanann, but Shanann wasn't there. So he heard commotion and he thought nothing of it. He's still downstairs making his protein shake.
Sure, maybe that. I just looked in the monitor and it was on Bella.
And where is the monitor? Where's the screen that you look at? Is it up or downstairs?
upstairs.
Oh, okay, so you go upstairs, look at the monitor.
Yeah, everything's right beside the bed.
Oh, your master bedroom, okay,
Yeah,
all right.
beside the bed.
So she's not in her
It's-
bed?
It's still right there.
Okay.
If you wanna look at it. And then it was on Bella, her covers were pulled back, she was just sprawled out laying there. And then it cycled over, so they got 3, 4, 5 second, like interval between when it cycles from room to room. And it cycled over to Susie's room.
Okay, I get that their house was big, but it wasn't that big. Okay, where he's like, "Oh my god, I don't know which alleyway she went down. Oh my god, we live in such a big mansion. 15,000 rooms. I need to check every single one." No. No. He was upstairs. The other rooms are right next door. All he had to do was walk out and go across, and that's where Bella and Cece's room were. The loft area, all of it is all in the same general area. But he's saying, right, the dumbass is claiming that he walked to the master bedroom after he heard commotion, not because of the commotion, but just to talk more shit, right? That's what he's saying. He's like, "Oh, I wasn't done making my wife feel like shit because I just told her that I cheated on her. So I wanted to make her feel even worse. I went upstairs and I wanted to talk to her some more." But that's not what happened. He goes into the master bedroom and then he, rather than find his family, right? He's like, "Oh, where are they?" He looks at the baby monitor and he's just watching it and he's like, "Oh my God." And then the thing is cycling back and forth between Bella and Cece's room, Bella and Cece's, and he's just looking. He's like, "Oh no. Wow. Mhm. Oh, what's going on now? Oh my goodness." He's saying that in one of them, in one of the shots where he's looking at the baby monitor, he saw Bella sprawled out, is what he says. Oh, she was sprawled out on the bed. And he's just there watching it still? For how many minutes? He sounds like an accomplice, if anything. If this is the story that he was going to try and sell to the detectives, it to me, I'm like, "Okay, well, then you're an accomplice." Right? So you allowed this to happen.
And that's when I saw her on top of her, that's when I ran in.
Okay. So can we talk about, again, it's very, very hard to talk about.
And now he says, "That's when I saw her on top of her, and that's when I ran in." So he needed confirmation in the baby monitor first. He's like, "Okay, so that's Bella. She sprawled out. Oh my God, no. Look. What is Shanann doing?" And then he ran into the other room because he's like, "Oh no, this is serious. Something's happening." And then what? Then he started choking out Shanann. Even though he's claiming that he ran into the next room because he saw what Shanann was doing to his baby, logically, the first thing anybody would do is shove the person away, like, "Hey, stop, get off of my child, go to the child and make sure that the child is okay." They would try and perform all kinds of life, what is it? Like resuscitation, right? CPR, anything to bring them back. And then you would immediately call the ambulance. But this man is saying that he was so distraught by what he saw that he went straight to the next room. And rather than care for his child that was on the bed, he goes and he strangles his wife, who's pregnant with his baby, the one that he wanted, the one that he forced her to have. He's so stupid. Oh my God. Did he really sit there that long and that's the story he came up with? That's the best he could do? He was there for a fucking hour with his daddy. His daddy was rubbing the back of his neck. He was getting a massage, and that's the best he could come up with for an hour? That's the best he can come up with? Really? Oh my God. He is a medical miracle of some sort, right? How does a brainless man actually walk? How does a man with no brain function like this? I mean, he has a spine. Where's his brain? He should be a case study. Someone please study what is in this man's skull because it's definitely not a brain. Maybe a raisin, right? A few raisins, maybe. Right? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He probably has 2 raisins in there, just clanking around. Clink, 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 clink. God, he's such a moron. Let's continue.
But it's good to make sure that we understand. We don't want anything to be incorrect or inaccurate or anything like that. Was your wife on top of Cece? What did that look like? I mean, was she straddling her? Okay. And where were they?
In the bed.
On the bed. And so your wife was on top. Was she?
That's when I was walking up from the back.
Okay. And so you saw from the back?
Yeah.
Okay. But she was doing this?
It looked like it was like this.
Yeah, okay. And then was Cece face up, face down, what?
Off to the side.
Oh, she was laying on her side, okay.
And that's when I pulled her off.
Okay.
She was limp and she was blue.
Okay.
There was no movement at all.
Oh, she was limp and blue, or limping and blue?
Limp and
limp and blue, okay.
What?
Like her body was like,
Right.
Limp and blue? Oh my God. That makes no sense. Again, right? We know that it's stupid. We know that it's a lie. But to me, I still like to look up how stupid his lies are for all of those people out there that are still confused. We have a bunch of people still confused. They're called the twatters, and there's a ton of them. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. A bunch of them are still so confused. They live on Reddit and under bridges, apparently. They're just a bunch of trolls. But these people still don't understand that there is no logic to any of his stories. Oh my God. I hope that my search history isn't being sent to the FBI, because I just Googled how long does it take for someone to turn blue after being smothered. Oh, look, it takes a ton. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so he's claiming, right? The thing is, he's claiming that she was choked, not smothered. Okay, so it needs to be correct, right? So he's saying that somebody was choked. Okay, so it might not want to answer it for me. I don't think it wants to answer the question. Okay, it's giving me about CPR and stuff like that. I think the question might be a little too not okay for Google. Okay. Okay, I guess let's not ask Google. It's giving me all kinds of other links. It's like, oh my gosh, if you're in danger or whatever. And it's like, no, I'm not. I'm just doing research here. Okay. That's all I'm doing is research. Please don't contact anybody. It's just research. Okay. How long does it take for someone to turn blue in the face after being choked? I want to know because of the Chris Watts case. I guess you need to be you need to be you need to tell ChatGPT exactly what you're asking it. Otherwise, it's not. It's going to be like, what? Why are you asking me this question? Okay. So loss of consciousness usually happens. Okay, let's see here. Here, I want to show you guys real quick. Okay, so this is what. Okay, why is it doing that? Okay, so this is what it spit out. Okay. Okay, so, and this, again, this is not reliable, so let's just go ahead and go with whatever is our best answer, right? Okay, so loss of consciousness happens 5 to 15 seconds if the blood flow to the brain is completely cut off. Okay, so the pressure generally must be maintained for several minutes, often 3 to 5 minutes or longer. Okay, so that means that according to his story, he had to have been watching the baby monitor for at least 6 to 10 minutes. 6 to 10 minutes, he was just standing there. A blue or purple discoloration, right? So it says that there is no timeline for when it appears. It can develop during prolonged oxygen deprivation or become more noticeable after death. Okay. So investigators do not use turn blue in the face to determine whether someone was choked, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I guess there's no specific statement. Okay, maybe, okay, it's giving me stupid answers. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. does it take to turn blue? Okay, seconds or minutes. I guess it's just saying seconds or minutes. There is no forensic rule, but after 30 seconds or after 2 minutes. So, okay, so we looked it up. I guess there's really no forensic rule for how long it takes for somebody to turn blue after they've been allegedly choked out, right? But we know that it takes time for somebody to be choked out, right? It takes time for somebody to actually die from this. And so, according to Chris's own testimony here, he's saying that he stood around for 6 to 10 minutes watching his wife murder his children, and he did nothing about it. Wow. So yeah. So even if he went with this story, he was still a POS, right? He's still shitty. He just allowed it to happen.
You pick an arm up and it
Sure.
just falls.
Okay. And then what happened?
I looked at her and I got on top of her and
You got on top of Shanann?
did the same thing.
Okay. Did you have to knock her down?
No.
She was already on the ground?
I just pulled her off on the bed and.
Oh, kind of one movement?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not as though you
No, I didn't
pulled her off?
No, like I went, pulled her down and did that. I didn't know, I lost it
Sure.
So
Okay.
Shanann was laying on the ground?
on the bed.
On the bed?
Yeah, like when she was on top of the seat, I saw what was happening.
Oh.
I pulled her, went down, I was
How
on
big
the
was
bed.
the bed? What kind of, what size is it, full, clean, you know?
I think it's probably a queen of some sort.
Okay.
I have a picture of it somewhere, I think.
So where was Celeste in the
She
kitchen?
was all the way up to the top,
To the top?
yeah. And I went in and pulled Shanann down, it was crossways.
Like,
So she was
laying
laying
this
this way, as I was.
Imagine how unhinged you have to be to murder your wife after she murdered your kids, right? Again, not that this story holds any water, but again, for the twatters out there, how much sense does this make? And how does this make him any less guilty? You know, the people that believe this story, right? The Twats family and all the other delusional people that exist in the world, how does this make sense in your brain logically, right? How does this make sense? I mean, he was already unhinged then. He was already a psychopath. No normal person is going to do this. Okay. He was already wrong in the head. Oh my God. So even this story is stupid as hell. He still deserves the death penalty. Even if this was a real story, he still deserved it because he just allowed his kids to get murdered. He did nothing about it. He's like, oh, CPR, I don't know what that is. But let me just go ahead and choke out my wife because I just saw her do things to my child, even though I stood around for 6 to 10 minutes watching her do it. Oh, come on. Who believes this? This is such nonsense. Who believes this crap?
Okay. Off key room. So then, is this picture as you're standing in the doorway to go in? Is that where, okay? And then, so were they closer to this side or this side?
She usually sits in the middle.
Okay. And then, so your wife was right on top of her, you could just see that. And then did you pull her this way or that way, or
So to where her head was on this side.
right over here?
Yeah.
On the left as you're looking at it? Okay.
What
Did you
a
pull it back?
liar.
I lost it so much that it didn't feel like she did.
Okay. You're a pretty strong dude. Was she yelling? Was she screaming? Was she talking? Was she scratching you? Nothing?
I didn't even feel, I just felt such anger that nothing, I didn't feel anything.
Okay. All right.
Like,
I felt the anger. I couldn't do nothing.
He says he felt so much anger. I don't know. I don't know if she was scratching or kicking or screaming. I don't know. I just felt anger. Of course, he has no clue what he's talking about. All of it is a lie. So none of his story actually lines up. If he's saying that he walked in there and he grabbed Shanann, threw her over, and then started choking her out, but she's just gonna let herself? Come on. No, no, of course not. She's gonna fight like hell. And of course, because she didn't fight back and there were no defensive wounds on Chris's body, none of his story lines up. But he's trying, though. He's trying. So let's give the man a little bit of credit. Oh, his two little dry raisins in his skull. They're both competing. They're like, oh no, 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 I want third. No, I want third. Right? They're kind of just bouncing around in his skull. He's trying his best. He's like, oh, I know this makes no fucking sense, but let me just try.
If she did, nothing's on me. Was it quick? Was it slow? Was it? I was so numb, it felt like it was over.
Fast? Over fast? Okay.
Felt like
Is it possible her neck's broken?
so.
Okay.
I've never broken a bone, so I don't know.
Okay. All right. Was it a choke like this, or was it like a headlock?
A choke.
Okay.
Can you put your hand out like you had?
Oh, that was a good question. Was it a choke like this? Or was it a headlock? What do we think, guys? What do we think? Okay, let's go ahead and do another poll here. Let's do another question. Because I've always wondered about this, right? Lots of theories out there. What do we think? Do we think that Chris choked her? He drugged her, choked her? Or did he grab her from the back? As we know, Chris has talked to the investigators and he has said things like, oh, I don't know what she was thinking when she looked back at me. Right. And so maybe it's just a slip of the tongue, right? Maybe it's just the way Chris talks, but who knows, right? At this point, we don't really know if he who knows, right? He may have held her at a chokehold, right, from behind, and that's where he's saying that she was looking back at him. Right? This is I think it's important to ask this question, especially when we see the calendar. What is this? Okay, there we go. Okay, when we look at the calendar and we look at the actual day, Shanann's phone stopped logging her steps as soon as she walked in the door. So, this is what we're seeing here. The last outgoing text from Shanann was at 1:25, then she enters the home, and look at this. At 1:51 a.m., Shanann's phone movement stops, right? So, as soon as she walked in the door, this is when she sends out her last text. She enters at 1:48 and then movement stops a few minutes later. So, a lot of people think that maybe she got caught off guard. As soon as she walked in the door, she was ambushed, right? People believe that maybe as soon as she walked in the door, that's why Chris was waiting for her, watching her in the Vivint camera, so that as soon as she walked in, he just ambushed her, put her in a headlock, and then she passed out. So in that case, yeah, she wouldn't be able to fight, right? She's like, "Oh shit, what the hell's happening?" You wouldn't be able to fight. But who knows, right? Maybe he would have at least some scratches or something on his arms, right? Who knows? But let's go ahead and just ask the question anyway. Okay, so do we think Okay, so what do we actually think happened? The headlock? Okay. What do we think happened? The choke, like he says, right? The choke, which is strangulation, which is what he's saying he did. And this is what the autopsy says too, right? So again, we have to go off what the autopsy says. The autopsy says that it was a manual choking. So strangulation, choke, but with, okay, a headlock maybe, right? So she was put in a headlock. Or okay. as he describes. Okay. Here, let's go ahead. Okay, let me just go ahead and fix these real quick. All right, there we go. Oh, I probably misspelled something, but who cares? You guys will get it. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. So what do we think happened? Choke as he describes. So the first one is what he actually describes happened, which is bullshit. I don't think it actually happened. He actually choked her, but he gave her drugs beforehand. He put her in a headlock. So with that, we're going to believe that it happened as soon as she walked in the door. And then the last one is choking while sleeping. So he waited for her to fall asleep and then he started to choke her. I mean, all of them still seem so weird. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this, you guys. Shania would have fought. Either way, she would have fought unless she was drugged or completely asleep. I think even the headlock is a little bit far-fetched to me. I still feel like she would have fought. Right, El Holt. I know, right? There's no drugs in her system. There's no drugs in her system. I think headlock, but I don't think she was ambushed because she was wearing something else. Okay, Miranda. Yeah, right? So headlock, but not ambush. Yeah. I think if anything, that's more likely. I don't think she was ambushed. If she was ambushed, she would have fought. But a different headlock, maybe not. Right. Right. There was no drugs in her body. Yeah, I forgot. I don't know if any drugs showed up in her toxicology report. There were some things, but it wasn't significant traces to believe that she was fully drugged. But there were traces of something in her autopsy. Maybe sleeping. She changed. She was wearing something else, and then that would explain the makeup on the sheets. Maybe. Yeah. Hmm. Huh. I don't think she was ambushed either, Britt. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, you guys keep voting. Let's go ahead and continue.
Raise your hand.
Like that.
Like that.
Right.
And your wife, you saw her with one hand or two hands?
I just kind of from the back, I couldn't really like tell.
What did he just say?
I don't know, she was on top of her.
Wait, what? Okay. Oh, 5:59. Okay.
Was it quick? Was it slow? Was it?
I was so numb, it felt like it was over.
Fast? Over fast? Okay.
Felt like
Is it possible her neck's broken?
so.
Okay.
I've never broken a bone, so I don't know.
Okay. All right. Was it a choke like this, or was it like a headlock?
A choke.
Okay. All right.
Can you put your hand out like you had your hand?
Like that.
Like that.
All right.
What?
And your wife, you saw her with
So he's saying that he did this. Like that. Ew. What? What he say? Exactly. Josie, what? Huh? What did he say? Right? We all sound like Ronnie right now. We have no idea what's going on. I have no clue. It's like when Ronnie was saying, huh? What? You're the what now? Huh? Huh? That's what we're all doing right now. I have no idea what he's saying. But he's being asked about how he did the thing and he can't explain it how. Because he's lying.
Was it quick? Was it slow? Was it?
I was so numb, it felt like it was over.
Fast? Over fast? Okay.
Felt like
Is it possible her neck's broken?
so.
Okay.
I've never broken a bone, so I don't know.
Okay.
Did he just say, I've never broken a bone, so I don't know? Or did he say, I've never broken her bones, so I don't know? Because he was just asked, oh, is it possible that maybe you broke her neck? And he's like, I don't know what a broken bone sounds like. He's so I know he's dumb, but he's also playing really dumb, right? He has turned up the dumb level. He's like, "Okay, raisins, stop fighting. I just need one of you right now. The other one, please take a rest." So just one raisin is working overdrive right now. Hmm. Wow.
All right. Um, was it a choke like this, or was it like a headlock?
The choke.
Okay. All right.
Can you put your hand out like you had your hand?
What? What? No way. Huh?
Like that.
He says. Really? That doesn't look like a choke. What is he doing? He looks like he's playing what is it? Like the little football thing? He's like they're like, "Oh yeah, touchdown." Right? That's what it looks like to me.
Like that?
Right.
And your wife, you saw her with one hand or two hands?
I just coming from the back, I couldn't really like tell. I don't know, she was on top of her. And the monitor's not like color, it's black and white. Well, at
Yeah.
nighttime, it's black and white.
Okay.
When it's dark.
Oh my god, he's so full of shit. This guy is so full of it. He's like, "Oh, I don't really know how she was choking out the kids because the monitor is black and white." Mm. Yeah, and it's really, really bad quality. I don't really know, to be completely honest. Oh god. This is painful. This is painful to watch. Yeah, Chris Watts will claim that he was framed when the case reopens. I mean, that's what he's claiming now. That's what he's still claiming. Oh, I'm a victim. I was lied to. The detectives, they told me they were my friends and they lied to me. Oh, God. He thinks that because the detectives were nice to him, that they need to be nice to him all the way until the end. Oh, no, don't send me to prison. Aren't you guys my friends? You fed me pizza. You got me Diet Mountain Dew. I thought you guys were my buddies. Oh, he's so he's so obnoxious, isn't he? So obnoxious. He's so dumb.
So because you went up the stairs, right, to talk to Shanann again?
B, that's a good one. I thought he saw them turning blue in the camera. Right. I thought so too. But he did change his mind later. He said, "Oh, it's when I walked upstairs and walked into the room that I saw that they were turned blue." So which is it? Is it the camera? Or is it when he walked in person and saw his kids turn blue? Which is it? Contradictions. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up because that is a definite contradiction there. Yeah. Yeah, right, B. Which one is it? If it's in black and white, then you can't see your children turn blue.
And then, did you think it was weird that she's not in the room where you left her?
So I walked in and looked around, and saw the monitor, and I saw Bella. And then switched over to CC pretty fast, and that's when I saw that. And
Did you have any inkling that between the time that you finished the talk and the time that you found Shanann choking Cece, you had no inkling she was going to do it?
or you both will those kids more than you know.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I mean, people,
He can't even say that with a straight face, right? He's like,
We both like those kids.
he can't even say it with a straight face. He says, "We both loved those kids more than anything." Oh, bullshit. She loved her kids. You didn't, Chris.
people in my family have always said she's unstable. My friends have said she's unstable, but I never like would have thought in a million fucking years.
Who says she's unstable?
My family, my friend Mark, people that have seen her around me.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Was this the plan the whole time? Let's just throw Shanann under the bus because everyone thinks she's unstable. Oh my god. Holy shit. Well, everyone said she was unstable. My family says she's unstable. My mom, Cindy, my daddy, Ronnie, my sister, Jamie, and my friend, Mark. They all said she was unstable. He's talking about his friend, Mark. Okay, Mark, Cupid. Apparently, he knows everything about romance. He's the one that gave Chris the advice. If you don't get jealous anymore when a man talks to your woman, you're not in love anymore. Oh, really? Is that really how you decide whether you're not in love anymore? What? If you don't feel jealousy because other people are talking to your spouse, that's how I know it's over. Oh my God. Please do not take any advice from people like Mark. Don't. That is not how this works. Okay. That's not how it works at all. It's so dumb. Wow. And as we know, Mark is also the friend that Cindy would talk to. Cindy would constantly harass this poor Mark guy, right? She would call him to talk all kinds of shit about Shanann, and Mark bought it over the years. He interacted with Shanann in person, but he still believed the nonsense that Cindy was telling him because he didn't believe his own eyes. He'd rather believe what other people are saying about her. Goodness gracious. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Eric, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Him eating him eating pizza and looking at the photo of his girls is so disgusting and disturbing. Yes, it is. It's about to happen, right? Because he's just staring at it while he's eating his pepperoni pizza. He's so gross. Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. Celebrate the super chat. You guys, I'm crazy. I'm fucking crazy. Especially since I finished, look at this. I finished all of my disgusting coffee. It did. It tasted like straight butt crack. But I guess that's why it woke me up, right? Because you're like, holy hell, what is this? Hey, it worked. All right, I'm pumped, right? I'm hyped now. I'm all turned up. All right, guys. Let's continue.
Why that picture of her?
Well, it doesn't look good, I'm not gonna lie. Looks actually pretty bad. And,
Is it possible that when we get these girls, Bella, Cece, and Shanann, is it possible when we get them that we're going to see anything other than the cause of death being her hands?
No.
Okay. And what I mean by that, and I should be very clear, is that it's some of it's hard to believe that your wife did it,
I know.
right? You can imagine that.
I know.
Okay. So is it possible that maybe she did one, and then you got Shanann, so you did to Shanann what she did to one of your daughters, and then you had to just do it to the other one?
No.
Okay. So is that's not
No.
That's not what happened?
No.
Okay. Is it possible that, is there any other way where we might see your hands on the girl's neck?
No, Lord, no.
Okay. And you know what I mean? Because when we find their little bodies,
I know.
we're going to see the diameter of someone's hand
Yeah.
and someone's fingers, right? So is it at all possible we're going
No.
to see yours?
No.
Okay. All right. And I know it's hard.
He's shitting himself. He knows he's so screwed. He smothered his children. So the autopsy report is not going to show fingers on their throats because they were smothered. So he's already screwed. The autopsy doesn't lie. But he's already saying, no, you're not going to see any of that in the autopsy report. I wonder, is Chris hoping that by the time that they get his kids out of the oil tanks, that all of the evidence is gone, right, off of their bodies? Is that what he's hoping? Because a few of you have actually brought up that theory that maybe, just maybe, someone else was there. Who knows, right? Probably Nicole Kassinger. Okay. She was there. She may have done the kids. And so because of that, Chris threw them in the oil tanks so that all the evidence, anything of Nicole Kessinger's would be completely gone. I don't know, right? I don't know. But that is a possibility that has been brought up, right? There's theories around this. Yeah, Chris Watts has no clue about forensics. Yeah. He has no clue about forensics or anything that has to do with crime, right? He has no idea. I don't think he's ever even watched a movie.
I know you're probably getting angry at my question, but we have to ask. Okay.
What do you think of that, Chris?
Let my family down. Let my dad down, let my mom, sister, nephew, nieces, friends, coworkers. Everybody.
He mentions letting everybody down except for the people he killed. I let my mom down. I let my daddy down. I let my sister down. I let my nephew down. I let my friends down. I let my coworkers down. Everybody. But he doesn't mention letting down his actual family, his victims. This guy's a narcissist.
Can I ask you another tough question? And just get it all on the table. When you see Shanann choking, strangling Celeste, and you get her off of Celeste,
Yeah, Jay Coverload, that's a great point there. He did not say NK. He never said, "Oh, I let my mistress down. Oh, I let my girlfriend down. Oh, I'm never going to see her again. Oh my god, I ruined her life. Oh, I wonder what her life is going to look like after me." No, he didn't even mention her name. My guess is because he did not let her down. She got exactly what she wanted, in my opinion, right? To me, I thought that was really important that he didn't say, "I let my mistress down."
did you think about calling an ambulance? How come?
I see two guys in there blue and limp.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never seen something like that in my life. I mean, she just like lay over, like nothing wasn't moving at all, no gasp of breath. She was
So,
totally just blue.
so Chris, doing this job for a long time.
I know.
I know a lot about psychology and as far as like what people are thinking, and most parents will never even want to fathom that their kid is dead. Even if their kid's stiff, blue in bed, I mean stiff like been dead all night, they still call an ambulance to see if someone can revive their child. And when the ambulance gets there and they're like, "Guys, their kid's been dead all night, like there's nothing we can do." The parent's like, why are you not doing something? What are you talking about? So that's what we're used to. So that's why I want you to explain to me like what was going on in your head and.
The rage that I felt for what she did, it just took over.
Well, he's obviously defective, right? He definitely has a defective skull, if that is the first thing that came to his mind. He's like, "Well, I wasn't really thinking about the welfare of my children. No, I was really thinking about what she did." He's not okay in the head. That is not a rational trigger, right? That is not how anyone would react when you see that. So, even his own story, the one that he just made up, it's still so absolutely dumb. He could have come up with something so much better. But even in his own story, he is still a villain, right? In his own story, the one where he is blaming his wife for what happened to the kids, he is still the villain. He is still not really caring so much about his children. He didn't care about them. He cared more about what the wife did than the kids being blue, supposedly, right? What Tammy Lee said is so accurate. No parent is going to look at their child and be like, "Oh no, I guess they're already dead. Let me just kill my wife." No, most people are going to look at the child and want them to come back to life. Whether it's CPR, whether it's calling the ambulance, you do whatever you need to do to bring your child back to life. No one's going to accept that their child is gone. It's just not logical. But for Chris, he's like, "Well, that's maybe you, but that's not me. No, I didn't really care about that. I was watching what she was doing. I went after her. Even though she's the one who was carrying his baby, he still decided to kill her because of what she did. He's defective in the brain. He's not right. God, even his story. Come on. Come on, really? Even in his story, the one that he's supposed to tell the police, he couldn't come up with something, a different scenario where he's not the villain? Oh my god.
But you see that, that kind of
I
was bleeding
understand.
Chris.
I see where you're coming from.
Most parents would still try and call.
I see where you're coming from.
I see where you're coming from. And then he's like, "Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know. I see where you're coming from. Yeah, that's so true, isn't it? My story is not logical at all, ain't it? Oh, yeah, I know. I know you're right. Yeah, you're right. Oh, God. Yeah, that's what he's doing because he's so embarrassed because he knows he's lying. Look, he's like, oh no, he can't even show his face anymore.
I would hate for Shanann to get a bad rap if she didn't have anything to do with it. You know, it's not fair.
I know.
It's not fair. Like, enough bad stuff has happened.
I know.
Like, we need to stop the bad stuff from happening. So, do you want to tell us the truth?
That is the truth. Did not hurt this girl.
That's why I want to make sure.
Did not hurt these girls.
So you're good with the public knowing that Shanann killed her daughters?
I did not hurt these girls.
Are you okay with the public knowing that Shanann?
Yes, because I did not hurt these girls.
Wow, scumbag. Scumbag. Tammy Lee just asked him, are you okay with the public thinking that Shanann murdered these girls? Yes, because I did not hurt those girls. What? Oh. He's a creature. He's a creature.
Chris, I'm not sure I believe you.
I don't think you meant to.
I didn't hurt them.
I don't think you meant to.
I didn't hurt them.
You didn't save them either.
Yeah.
You know?
I know that.
Garbage. Right? He's like, I didn't hurt those girls. I didn't do anything. Yeah, but you didn't save them. You didn't save them either. I know. Is he? Oh, I mean, Tammy, yeah. Tammy does sound like she's crying. Him, though? No, not at all. He's trying his best. He's like, but it's not convincing. Not at all. Eric, yeah, I think he knows he's done for, but still trying to protect his image by throwing Shanann under the bus. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's shitting himself, right? At this point, he's like, holy shit, this is it for me. I'm going to prison for the rest of my life. But yeah, he's still trying to throw Shanann under the bus. What do we think? Does he think he's going to get less time in prison? Maybe he's going to get a manslaughter charge? Is that what he thought? Oh, it's a crime of passion. It was in the heat of the moment. Oh, I snapped. I was in a rage. What, he thought he was going to get manslaughter? No. He desecrated the bodies of his victims. So even if he didn't harm his children, right, as he says, he didn't harm them. He still didn't save them. And then he desecrated their bodies. He's so gross.
I know that.
So that don't make sense either.
None of this makes sense. Nothing like why she would be there. Any of this makes sense.
why she would be there. Is this what you guys have been saying? This is what you guys have been talking about, right? He just said she was not supposed to be there. Who? Who? Who's he talking about? What? I gotta write this down. Okay, anytime that something important is said, we gotta write it down and put a timestamp on it. So it is at 18:12:55. So at 18:12:55, Chris says, I don't know, she wasn't supposed to be there. And then he visibly gets nervous, right? It looks like he gets nervous because he's like, oh, she wasn't supposed to be there. And he's like, oh shit. And then he hides his face. Is that what's going on? Holy moly. Okay, let's go ahead and see this again. So 12:55. Okay, a minute. A minute. We just rewinded it back a minute.
So you're good with the public knowing that Shanann killed her daughters?
I did not hurt these girls.
Are you okay with the public knowing that Shanann?
Yes, because I did not hurt these girls.
Garbage.
Chris, I'm not sure I believe you.
I don't think you meant to.
I
I don't think you meant to.
didn't hurt them.
You didn't save them either. You know?
I know that. I know that.
So that doesn't make sense either.
None of this makes sense. Nothing like why she would be there. None of this makes sense.
Is he just being dumb? Is he just like, oh, I don't know why she would be there? Why Shanann would be there choking his girls? Is that what he's trying to say? Oh, I don't know why she would be there in the baby camera choking out my kids. Is that what he meant? Or what did he mean? And Kay was there. Scott, his whisper creeps me out. Yes, same. Especially, yeah, because he's like, I didn't hurt these girls. I did not hurt these girls. Right? He keeps saying these girls. Who's the other person that whispers constantly? Nicole Kessinger, right? She whispers when she's lying, in my opinion. Every time that she's being asked something, she's like, I don't know. He was married. They both whisper. Okay, so what do we think? Is he talking about Nicole Kessinger or is he talking about Shanann? Let's go ahead and do another poll. Our last poll, we got 95 votes. What do we think happened? So, do we think that Chris choked her as he describes, or he put something in her drink, maybe a headlock, or while sleeping? 57% think that he choked her while sleeping. I think that probably makes the most sense, right? Especially because she didn't fight back. Thank you guys for voting. Okay, this second, or what is this, our third poll of the day? Okay, so this other one is going to be about this question here. What is he talking about? Is he talking about Shanann or is he talking about Nicole Kessinger? He says she wasn't supposed to be there. Okay, what does he mean though? What does he mean by she? Who is she? What does Chris mean by she wasn't supposed to be there? Is he talking about Shanann, as in Shanann wasn't supposed to be there, as in, oh, she's not supposed to be there strangling my children? Or is he talking about Nicole wasn't supposed to be there, as in the plan fell through? Right, the plan fell through. Or what else? What else do we think, right? Shanann in the rooms, right? She wasn't supposed to be in the rooms. Or is it another way of him saying the plan fell through in a way? Do you think she as in Bella? Oh, right. Does he say she as in his girls? Maybe? I don't know. All right. This is going to be the question. All right. There we go. It's up. Okay, what does Chris Watts mean by she wasn't supposed to be there? Shanann wasn't supposed to be there? And Kay wasn't supposed to be there? The plan fell through, right? Is this kind of his way of saying, like, holy shit, this all fell through? Or she, as in his girls, as in, oh, Cece or Bella wasn't supposed to be here? What do we think he's talking about here? I think this is so weird. But then again, Chris just says stupid things, right? He says a lot of stupid shit, like inclination and vantage point. What else does he say? He says some strange stuff. What else? Didn't he have another oh god, what was his other he had another expression that he said yesterday. Oh, the camel's back, right? Oh, that's what broke the camel's back. What's up with all this? Is it just one of his stupid expressions? He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's his way of lying, right? It's the way he lies. Yes. So more than what he says, it's how he says it and then how he reacts afterwards, right? Because he said, "Oh, she wasn't supposed to be there." And then he hides his face. He's like, "Ow." Again, because he's lying, right? I think he's lying. And then he can't hide it in his face. As we know, he lied so miserably in the front porch interviews, and he couldn't lie well because he's so stupid. He can't hide his face. Vantage point. Yes. Do you guys remember when he said vantage point? I've watched some of these videos so many times that I remember a lot of the stupid words that they say. Their phrases, their expressions. He said vantage point. Nicole says the cheese slid off his cracker, right? She says things like, God, what are the other things she says? Oh god, she says so many things. They're kind of escaping my brain right now, but the things they say are very much something that they rehearsed, in my opinion. It sounds like a script. Oh man, yeah, Creamy made a good point. I watched her on the monitor, meaning NK. Oh, huh. So then, okay, so is NK the? Oh yes, of course, NK is winning right now. NK wasn't supposed to be there. So do we think that maybe Chris is watching Nicole Kessinger through the baby monitor? And that's what he means by vantage point. I'm just trying to get a vantage point. Right. What vantage point? He's so dumb. Yeah, he said you have to look at every vantage point. Yes, this is when he's talking to Graham Coder. Oh, I understand. You gotta look at every vantage point. God, he's so dumb. Yeah, the cheese and the cracker. Right. Cheese fell off his cracker. Oh, she also says that they need to get into the meat of the situation, right? After she's crying, she's like, no, no, Kevin, I don't need any extra time. We need to get to the meat of this whole situation. Mm. All right, guys, let's continue.
Are you sure Shanann didn't catch you in July?
No, my God, no.
What? What was the
Chris, you
question?
can imagine that
I don't think you meant to.
I
I don't think you meant to.
didn't hurt them.
You didn't save them either. You know?
I know that. I know that.
So that doesn't make sense either.
None of this makes sense. Nothing that, like, why she would be there, none of this makes sense.
Are you sure Shanann didn't catch you in July?
No, my God, no.
Wow. The question was, are you sure Shanann didn't catch you doing this? Oh my God, no. Hmm. Hmm.
Chris, you can imagine that we're pretty cynical in our jobs, right? And tonight we've had to talk a lot about a lot of things. And don't get mad, but what it looks like is that you found a new life, and the only way to get that new life was to get rid of the old life. And I think that you killed these girls before their mom came home, and then killed Shanann. And that's what we're kind of left, that's what we have to believe, because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, to her point, If I walked in and my kid was decapitated, I'd call an ambulance, right?
Wow. I mean, hey, yeah, the example that Graham Coder used is a bit extreme, but it gets to the point, right? He said, if I walked in and my child is decapitated, I'd still call 911, right? Because he's getting to the point that even if your child is decapitated, right? You would still be calling 911 hoping that they can resuscitate them because that is just your instinct. That is not Chris's instinct though. And so, yeah, even though the example that he used to me is like, oof, right? It's a little extreme. It gets to the point. It really does make sense. I mean, Chris is saying that he just saw his girls sprawled on the bed and he decided to him, right? He concluded, oh, my kids are dead just because he saw them sprawled on the bed. He didn't even go there to make sure that they were okay. He tried no CPR or anything else. He didn't even check their pulse. He just concluded, oh, they must be dead. And he's bringing up the point. Most parents don't behave that way, right? Most parents will call 911 even if their child is fully decapitated.
So
Knowing there's no hope.
it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't add up. So either you're this monster who says, I just want this young hot girlfriend, so I'm gonna kill everyone and hope it works out, or something. So I think we're very, very close to the truth, but not quite there yet. So if you're not that monster,
I'm not a monster. I didn't kill my babies.
okay. So
Exactly, Eric, exactly. He's relying on the great guy image. See, this is again, I think that part of the plan was this. It was that a lot of people believed he was the good guy because he's so quiet and so shy. All right, I've said it before. Yeah, Eric, Chris Watts thinks he's smart and a good liar, but he scored an 18 on the polygraph, right? A negative 18, right? Oh my goodness. Yes, he scored a negative 18, which is also, right? Fun fact, it is also his IQ score. So his polygraph and his IQ score are the same, negative 18. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. I don't think so. Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's go ahead and celebrate. Celebrate. Celebrate the super chat. Yes, but that is so true. He relied on the good guy image. He was hoping that Cindy, Ronnie, Jamie, Mark, everyone had his back. Oh, the Thayers too, right? Everyone, right? I mean, we've looked at other interviews from his friends and they all say the same thing. Oh, I would have never guessed Chris would have done this. All of these people, somehow, they would rather believe that Shanann killed her own girls and then herself than believe that this guy did it, right? That's the world of delusion that we live in, ladies and gentlemen, where people are more likely to believe that she's the one who did all these things than this guy. Oh, it's because he's just so sweet. Look at him. Look at his head. Look at his head. It's shaped weirdly, but that doesn't mean that he murdered anybody. Oh, it's so ridiculous. Yeah, who is this hot girlfriend? Emily. Right. Who is this young hot girlfriend? She wasn't even really all that young. What, she was only 4 years younger than Shanann, so she's not this hot new girlfriend, right? Right. Who is he talking about? El Holt, Occam's razor. Occam's razor, right? The most obvious thing here is that he found a new mistress and he wanted to get rid of his old life so that he can start a fresh one with his mistress. Occam's razor. The most likely thing is usually the correct answer, right? He wore a mask his whole life. He's evil. Yes. Chris has the survival instinct of a panda bear. Oh my goodness. Tammy Lee thanked him for being such a horrible liar. Exactly. Exactly. And he knew he was going to fail it. He knew. When NK when Nick Hole. I'm like, what is this hole? Okay. When Nick Hole Is being honest, it's very short, as in yes. When, she's lying, the other 99% of the time, she's incredibly discursive, right? Full of tangents, useless information, and like. Exactly, Steph. Steph a cat. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's so true. Very accurate. He thinks he's a sweet potato. Yeah, he thinks he's a sweet potato head turned out he's just a potato head. Yes. Yes. Turns out he is just a potato head. He is not a sweet one. He's not a sweet potato. He's not broccoli. He's not any of those things, right? He's just evil. That's really all he is. Glory hole? What is glory hole in the chat? He's so evil he thinks he's not evil. Right.
Tell us what actually happened.
I told you what happened.
I know, but, we're getting later into the day. We've done this a few times, and we talk, then we show you a little bit of what we're working with, some evidence and facts that we know, and then we kind of get our way to the truth.
Just
So,
the truth.
okay.
Everything I've told you. Truth.
So what's gonna happen when their cause of death comes back to you, for the girls?
It's not going to.
Okay. You sure?
I'm 100% positive it's not going to come back to me.
Who's it gonna come back to?
Jeanette was on top of Cece.
Okay.
What? He just said he's 100% positive it's not gonna come back to him. I'm 100% positive it's not gonna come back to me, he says. And he says it so confidently. It's the only times that I've heard Chris talk where he sounds confident. Let's go ahead and listen to that again. It's 15:12. Okay.
Tell us what actually happened.
I told you what happened.
I know, but, we're getting later into the day. We've done this a few times, and we talk, then we show you a little bit of what we're working with, some evidence and facts that we know, and then we kind of get our way to the truth.
Just
So,
the truth.
okay.
Everything I've told you. Truth.
So what's gonna happen when their cause of death comes back to you, for the girls?
It's not going to.
Okay. You sure?
I'm 100% positive it's not going to come back to me.
Who's it gonna come back to?
Jeanette was on top of Cece.
Okay.
What do you want me to say?
I just want the truth.
That is the truth.
And then what about Bella?
Bella was laid out, sprawled on her bed.
Okay.
And I saw Jeanette on top of Cece, so I ran in there.
Okay. And what happens when a coroner looks and says, sees your fingerprints on her neck?
It's not going to be my fingerprints.
Okay. What is it gonna be?
It's going to be Jeanette's.
Are you sure? Well, we don't know about Bella, right?
But
We don't know about Bella.
Bella, it's just, I didn't see Jeanette on top of her.
Okay.
That's the commotion I heard upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Okay. Why take their bodies out of the house and bury them?
I was scared. I didn't know what else to do.
Okay.
Nothing was gonna, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't know what to do.
Scared of what?
Scared of what everything was gonna look like. My two babies were gone,
Mm-hmm.
and I just did that to my wife. And I was the only one left in the house. What do you expect is gonna happen?
Yeah. It did look bad, right?
This was a nightmare.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a nightmare.
Says the moron. What? He says that he had no choice. Oh, I didn't know what to do. My babies were gone, and then I did that to my wife, and I'm the only one standing. Yeah. Hello? What else are people supposed to think? So he thinks that this is the excuse? Oh, just get rid of the bodies then, because everyone's going to think I did it. Duh. Duh. That's why you don't murder your wife. That's why you call 911 when you see your two girls are sprawled out on the bed. That's why you don't do these things, Chris. God. He acts like a baby. He's a grown man. He's 33 years old when this was happening, and he's acting like a child. I didn't know what to do. What do you mean you don't know what to do, Chris? You're 33. How does he not know what to do? He's a grown man. Oh my goodness. Everything else he said too, it was just nonsense. Everything else too. Like, oh, I can't even. I want to rewind it, but he just said a bunch of bullshit. I don't even want to. I don't want to. But again, right? They're telling him, the most likely thing that happened here is that you found a hot new mistress and you wanted to get rid of your family for that. And he's like, no, 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 no. And then when asked, oh, whose fingerprints are going to come back in the autopsy report, he says, not me. Why is he so confident? Does he think maybe another person's fingerprints are going to pop up? Right? Nicole Kessinger, maybe? Who? Who else other than him? Or does he know that the fingerprints are not going to show up because he smothered them? Right? What's going on here? What's going on in his tiny little pea-sized brain? It's all BS, of course. But I did say, I saw Dave say that he hates Chris's hair up against this shirt that he's wearing. I can't stand this video because we're just seeing the back of his head. He should be over here, right? This is where he should be because I want to see his face. I want to see how stupid he looks when he tries to convince these officers that what he's saying is true.
You believe me, right?
That's the face he makes when he's trying to get people to believe him.
You believe me, right?
He's so dumb. Yeah, the hot part is highly questionable. Right. That's a little debatable there, Graham. The hot new girlfriend? I don't know. I don't think so. Definitely not. Definitely not. Here, let's go ahead and pull it up real quick. I know you guys like to see some of these. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Okay, let's see. Which one can we pull up? One of my favorite, right? What's one of my favorites from Nicole Kessinger, this one. Right, this is where she became a goat. She didn't have enough chips or snacks in the interview room, so she became a goat and starts eating paper. That's one of my favorite ones. And then there's also this one. Right, this is when she can't get into her iPhone.
Oh, can you please help me? I don't know how to turn on this Wi-Fi.
What is this? What kind of device is this? Oh. Oh, it's a machine where I can communicate with people. Oh, really? Oh my God. What is this little thing in the back? What is this fruit? Is that a pear? Oh, it's an apple. I've never heard of such thing. Interesting. Yeah, that's Nicole pretending not to know how to use her phone. Come on, really? Geologist? You don't know how to use a phone? Come on. Oh, right. There's the other one with her finger in her mouth. I don't have that one. Where she's like, no, I don't have that one. I do not have that one, but I do have this one. I do have this one. Here, let's see here. Again, right? We are comparing, I don't know, what the hot lady, right? The hot new girlfriend that Graham Coder is talking about. I don't know why I can't make this smaller. Okay, but this is it.
Like, I tell people to read about everything. Reading is so good for you. Just read. I tell people to read about everything. Reading is so good for you. Just read. Read about it. Read some articles about.
Oh, there it died. I don't know what happened. Oh, it's a short version. Sorry, guys. It's just a short version. But anyway, all right. That is those are the photos that I brought up just so that we can see what Graham Coder is talking about. Yeah. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about the hot new mistress. And of course, Chris is denying it all the way through. All the way. He's like, "No, no, no, that's not it. That is not why I annihilated my family. It has nothing to do with my mistress." Oh, yes, it does. It does. A lot of it. The whole thing has to do with his mistress. Otherwise, he would have never annihilated his family. God, he's so gross. But anyway, guys, all right, let's go ahead and end this poll. The last one, 92 votes. What does Chris Watts mean by she wasn't supposed to be there? Oh, wow. Sorry, not 70. 37% think that NK wasn't supposed to be there. So we think it's NK. Then 23%, oh, it's a tie. It's a tie for Shanann wasn't supposed to be there. And then she, as in the girls. And then the plan fell through is option number 4. Wow. Yeah, exactly, Julie. It has everything to do with her. Everything. Yep. Yeah, I can't get enough of the read about it mix. Just read. Read about it. Read about it. Read about it. Right? Yeah, she looks like a corpse. What? Are we talking about the one where she is trying to log into her phone? Is that the one you're talking about? The one where she's trying to log into her phone?
Help me, Kevin.
Or what is she maybe what is she doing? She's trying to get into a one-way call with Hazel? What is happening here? Let's see if we can find another one. All right, we think that she's got Hazel on speed dial, right? So she's looking for Hazel's phone number here and she's like, "Where is it? I don't have it yet." Who really knows? Definitely the giggle. Okay. Let's see. Do we have another one? I have tons of pictures, guys. Yeah, calling her guru. But yeah, I mean, these are all the photos that she was sending to Chris. These are all the photos that Chris was then hiding in his secret calculator app, right? So when we look through these photos, we need to keep that in mind. These are the ones that she was sending directly to him. And then he was taking these photos and hiding them in his app because he was afraid that Shanann would see them. So all of these are in the discovery because they were in his secret calculator app. And somehow, again, the guy thought that he can somehow get away with this and not involve Nicole Kessinger in it. This is so absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, all right, guys, that is all. That is all we have for today. We ran out of time. Look, we're almost done. Oh my goodness, we are. Oh God, what is this? Wow, Runny, Ronnie giving Chris a hug. Look at that. Oh, son. Is it the last time we're going to be able to talk about sports in person, son? I'll never be able to go to the NASCAR races anymore, son. But that's okay. Okay, son. Because I'm going to call you on the phone, son. Lord, Lord, son. I love you. Yeah, that's all that happened here. So we're going to go ahead and see this next time that we get together. Yes, it was. Oh, yes. We have another live. Yes, we do have another live tonight, guys. Yes, our other live is in 45 minutes at 3 p.m. Yeah, so you guys, this is it for this one. Thank you guys so much for joining this live stream. We're going to continue on Sunday. All right. So Sunday at 12 p.m. No, wait. Sunday at 11. Okay. So on Sunday, it's going to be at 11, not 12 p.m. We're going to push it up just 1 hour earlier on Sunday. We're going to continue with our live streams. But if you want to head over to our other channel, it is Rabbit Hole Rocks Live. That one, I'm going live in 45 minutes, and we're going to figure it out. It's just going to be whatever we want to talk about. Yes. Exactly, Tommy's girl. Yes, it is Cece's 11th birthday, as I mentioned earlier in the live stream. So let's go ahead and get rid of this brain dead potato head. And let's go ahead and acknowledge Cece's birthday, right? She would have been 11 today. 11. Wow. I mean, time again, right? It happened 8 years ago, guys. 8 years ago in August. She would have been 11 today. July 17th. Wow. Yes, guys, let's go ahead and send love to Cece. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so sweet here. I want to get rid of this guy. I don't want to put him in the background here. Here, what can we do here? Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. There we go. And then bring this forward. There we go. Yeah, guys, let's take some time to remember CC. We just watched Chris Watts, right? We just watched him for 2 whole hours talk about how he annihilated his family and with zero remorse. Zero remorse. I wonder, sometimes I do wonder if he even thinks about them. He's so garbage. God. Yeah. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Oh, thank you so much, Sally. Thank you, Sally. She was a firecracker. Wow. 11 years. Happy heavenly birthday, Cece. Here, let's go ahead and see. Just want to pull something up real quick. Oh, she's so cute. I just don't want to pull up anything related to Chris while we do this. That's why I wanted to make sure that everything in the background was clear before we looked into any photos. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and pull this one up. Oh my gosh, why isn't it letting me? Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah. It's just unbelievable, isn't it? His children were adorable. I don't know how anybody can do this to any children, right? This is hard, guys. It's hard. As you know, my channel, I like to just make it lively, lighthearted. So it's just hard. But I know that we need to do it. Some yeah. Wow. They did. They did. They loved each other so much. Ugh. Yeah. I mean, there's a special place in hell for people who harm children. Yeah, guys, the best we can do is keep this case alive. Just keep pushing forward. Keep talking about it. We're not ever going to let this go. So many of us still believe that they deserve justice because we don't think that they got full justice. The way that this was handled, it's there's still so much left for us to uncover and for us to get full justice for Bella, Cece, Nico, and Shanann. So, thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining today's live stream. I knew it was going to be a hard one, but I did want to just, just take some time to remember them. Like I said, guys, it's hard for me, right? That's all right, Tootsie. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for joining today's live stream. I love you all. Take care. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for the super chats. Elizabeth, Sally. Elizabeth, again, thank you so much for being a member. Eric, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much. Angela, thank you so much. Hey, Rocks and chat family, love ya. Thank you guys so much. And then I want to thank everybody who sent me over the jewels. Thank you so much, Impact. Loving LOL forever. Thank you so much for the jewels. Angela, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate all of you. Thank you guys so much. And of course, thank you to all of my moderators and my members and my subscribers. And yes, in about a half an hour, I will be on the other channel. The other channel is Rabbit Hole Rocks Live. Rabbit Hole Rocks Live, and it will be in here. What is it? It's you. Here, I'll just type it in for you guys. Oh man. Okay. Oops, I misspelled that. Okay. YouTube.com/Rabbit Hole Rocks Live. Okay, so it's at Rabbit Hole Rocks Live. All right, guys. So that's it. That's it right there. Yes, go ahead and head over to the other channel. We're just gonna be shooting the shit on that one. Right? We're gonna figure it out. No Chris Watts content on that one. Yeah, head over. I'll be there in about a half an hour. So see you guys. Thank you guys so much. A happy heavenly birthday to Cece. Thank you guys so much. Take care. And I'll see you guys next time. And I'll leave you guys to some ASMR.